getting ready for 150 years non-violence, Mahatma Gandhi's birthday. Welcome to the Gandhi Tour broadcast. We celebrate 150 years of Mahatma Gandhi's non-violence movement for tolerance of different cultures, tolerance to each other, and to bring peace to this world. Now I will like to introduce myself with an interview from the Sundance Film Festival.
Tobias, right? Yeah. Awesome. So I'm Greg. Real pleasure to meet you.
I'm Tobias Huber, and I'm the founder of the Gandhi Tour and Music for Peace.
And tell me, what is the Gandhi Tour?
The Gandhi Tour is a musical concert and festival tour around all continents, bringing the message of peace and non-violence around for especially the young generation, and try to build bridges between different cultures and different religions.
So what does peace mean to you, Tobias?
Basically, peace is like a inner state of being peaceful in yourself. So peace starts with you, with myself.
Is there a particular song that you've written that really feels that like sort of captures that spirit of what peace is? All of them?
All my music is all about peace. My father is an avant-garde classic composer, so I'm grown up in this environment of a classical music family, and so it represents for me always peace. And I also tried to, in my whole musical career, I'd always tried to build bridges between different genres of music, different styles, and try to bring fusions together, and so that the colorful cultural environment of this planet is kind of represented in my music.
That's fabulous, Tobias. And so, how'd you come up with the name of the Gandhi Tour?
I was always inspired by Mahatma Gandhi since a boy. My grandfather told me about him, and then I lived 7 years in India all in all. I started the Gandhi Tour then because I see a lot of suffering, people, especially children, dying in the streets of India or in the mountains in the winter when they have no shelter. Kind of peace caravan moving around the world and promoting a message of peace and help the suffering people and give them some solutions and support charities who build wells to give clean water for villagers in India. Where I had the key experience to start the Gandhi Tour was when I found the spiritual message is one of the very rare recording of Mahatma Gandhi's voice, and where he talked about his spiritual message of peace and non-violence. So I did that. I was so touched from this message and from his speech that I had the idea to do a song first and then a whole album surrounding his voice. And then I got the support of Mahatma Gandhi's grandson, Arun Gandhi, who lives here in the States and teach non-violence at many universities around the world. And then we launched the tour in 2006. That was by accident 100 years of non-violence movement from Mahatma Gandhi when he started in South Africa 100 years ago. So 2006 we had this launch of the tour with Dr. Arun Gandhi coming to Earth Dance. That's a festival near San Francisco.
Yeah.
So we launched the tour there, and then we had some concerts in New York, London, in the Kingsley Hall where Mahatma Gandhi used to stay when he visited the Round Table conferences in London. And now we are here in Sundance.
That's great. And you're on the green carpet.
My background from my family is actually from famous gypsy jazz guitarist Django Reinhardt.
Wow.
So that my grandmother's side is related to his family.
Oh, that's
so
brilliant.
I'm very mixed from. That's why probably I love so much. I'm so attached to Indian culture.
Yeah, no, I love Indian
because
culture.
the gypsies, they came originally from India to Europe.
Oh wow. That's
Thanks.
great. Yeah, thank you, Tobias. I'm getting cold.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's awesome. Tobias on the Gandhi Tour.
It's great to see you all joining in from around the world, and we look forward to your comments and all your great input, and we are really it's an important, in my view, very important day today that we celebrate the most important good we have, peace. If you think about the entire span of a life, or why we are really here, what we are trying to achieve with our family, kids, or peace with this planet, peace with the nature, peace with our environment. If we cannot find this precious good, I think, how can we die in peace? I just want to tell you that I'm remembering today also my dear father, Klaus Huber, the avant-garde composer. He taught me violin when I was 5, and he passed away 2 years today on Gandhiji's birthday. He was 2 years ago when I was also broadcasting live event on Mahatma Gandhi's birthday. I got a call from my brother that he passed away this night. So I was very touched from that. And he brought me on a path. And my mother, she's a great flutist, and she is a very dear mother to me. She and my grandma, my family, my grandmother, also, they all gave me so much experience that peace is something most valuable in our life, especially when they got old. Sometimes just days and weeks before they pass away. They communicated very strongly to me that about all material goods, which are very important in a life, but food, just have bread every day and be very humble why we are here, who brought us here. And so if we focus on the important facts we can find what is this life all about, I think to find inner peace and start with yourself and not blaming all any appearing problems to some other source, and try to find this inner peace. That is the most valuable. That's why I'm here today on Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birthday, where the International Day of Nonviolence, the UN declared this day as a tribute to Mahatma Gandhi's work, and it is a very great honor to share this message with you here on this live stream. I had the privilege to work together with Arun Gandhi, the grandson, one of the grandsons of Mahatma Gandhi. He lived with Gandhiji when he was between his age of, I think, 8 and 12 or something. So he had many direct experience to work and live with his grandfather, and he told me many stories which he experienced. One of the most touching to me was that his grandfather explained to him that anger is something like electricity. So if you get very angry, there is this electric power, this anger, this power of anger building up. Then this, you can either use it to destroy something or to bring violence to this world, or you can use this energy and transform it into some good action. Gandhi is the great example how to bring change to the world. He had experienced probably anger himself, as he was like in South Africa when they thrown him out of a train because he was only for white people. There where he got the idea to fight in a non-violence way, where the Satyagraha was started. It is wonderful to celebrate Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birthday. It is very nice to come together for peace in a struggled world where conflicts are rising. Some problems like Amazon forest is burning, and we have to find some new ways to change and come back to our mother, dear mother, planet Earth. So I'm now giving you another interview from Sundance, where we had the press conference with Russell Simmons, Benjamin Jarvis. He worked with Martin Luther King, and Arun Gandhi was calling into the press conference.
Tobias Huber, who is the founder of the Gandhi Tour and co-founder of the Music for Peace initiative, who lived in India for more than 7 years, inspired by his vision of a huge music event touring around the globe, generating the consciousness to enable us to stop global hunger. Tobias created this dynamic musical event to inspire people in the choice of peace and nonviolence in life. Please welcome Tobias Huber.
Music is the universal language which can build bridges between different cultures, religions, and tribes of the world. With the Music for Peace Tour initiative, we want to bring a hope that one day we will be able to transform our violent history, which we can trace back thousands of years. We want to create a platform for the youth and give them a possibility to raise awareness around the world that non-violence is something functional and not just a funny dream. The main thing is we want to raise awareness that it is possible to be the change we want to see in this world. I had the honor in 2006 to bring Arun Gandhi to the launch of the Gandhi Tour. Arun Gandhi came the first time to speak for young people at a music festival, and by accident it was the celebration of 100 years of nonviolence, where Mahatma Gandhi started his nonviolence movement in South Africa.
Russell Simmons, Def Jam founder, CEO and president of Rush Communications, and UN Goodwill Ambassador.
It's an honor to be here and to collaborate with these great organizations. When Tobias and Craig and Dr. Chavis came to my office and they told me about their plans, I was excited, and when they pulled all the things together, as they suggested they would in my office, I was even more amazed. There's quite a lot of work that's gone into the planning stages to get us to this point. There is, like as Tobias said, there is this universal language, and musicians speak it really well. And the artists always are ones who they look inside and they find these basic truths that sometimes on the outside we overlook. That core of each of us is the same, and our aspirations are the same, and our inspirations ultimately are the same. So music artists look inside. They generally don't go along with the norm, which is sometimes violence, abuse of the planet, the animals, it goes on, because they look inside and they find this truth that's given to them. Each of us has it. And without any more rambling, I got my man Dr. Ben Chavis. We know that he went to jail for 10 years, so some students could go to the library in North Carolina, and we know that during that time he communicated back and forth with one of his mentors, Mandela. They were both incarcerated around the same time. And we know that he's been on the front lines for everybody with Martin Luther King and all the way through the Million Man March. He's inspired a lot of young people. He's always had the good sense not to judge the young people, but to direct their talent. And that's why, he's younger than most of us here. Even with all his experiences, he still has the youthful spirit that guides young people to make a better community and world. So this is Dr. Ben Chavis coming up now. Thank you for having me here.
We would like to thank Music for Peace. I've been involved, as Russell said, in a lot of movements. And movements have to have organization. Movements have to have leaders. But most of all, movements have to have a cause. Music for Peace. Our definition of peace is the presence of justice. It's the presence of empowerment. It's the presence of helping brothers and sisters all over the world. The media is here. The images and the messages that we transmit here in America, here at the Sundance Film Festival. These messages and these images are very important because we're talking about consciousness. Poverty starts in a person's mind before it hits their body. And we believe that we can work harder to help eliminate poverty, to get fresh water, to get proper medicines for people. But at the end of the day, it also is about giving people themselves in their indigenous environments the capacity to change their reality. So we are helping hands.
We're going to actually put Arun Gandhi on the phone. Something to summarize the importance of what Dr. Ben just said as well. We need you guys to take that story out there so that as Music for Peace, the tour initiative goes around the world, that people know they can tune in and they can watch, they can see the progress, and they can donate, if they can donate money or time or whatever it is, to support these organizations to actually fulfill the things that we're talking about today. So we are ready for Arun Gandhi.
I'm very glad that all of you participated in this effort. More than half the world is living in poverty and ignorance, and I think it's about time that those of us who are in better economic conditions do something to help you the best of luck and hope that we are able to generate some interest and funding for the program of educating the children of the world who are exploited.
Much more that all of us could do. And when I was very much involved working with Dr. King, the media was solicited as a colleague to help bring about social transformation. Now, sometimes is a question about what is the role of the media, and I think the media still should have that role, not only to get the word out, but get the good word out in a way that inspires people to good action.
Hello, this is Happy International Day of Nonviolence, Gandhi's birthday. Very happy to announce the live broadcast at Gandhi Tour TV. It's presented by Music for Peace, and we look forward to all of you joining in on the chat, and you also be able to share this event with your friends. So we are very happy and look forward to a great broadcast on Gandhi Tour TV. It's great to be here at Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birthday, and the whole world is celebrating in a way, as I researched on the internet. And especially in India, there are so many celebrations, but around the world. This is very encouraging for me that since I started with the Gandhi Tour and this musical album with Mahatma Gandhi's voice, which I will give you live footage from Nepal to see how I performed there in a very ancient temple, a place where there are all these ancient temples. It's a UNESCO heritage site in Nepal, the Darbar Square, and there I performed the Gandhi program with the original voice of Mahatma Gandhi.
Today we celebrate Mahatma Gandhi's birthday. It's very nice that you are all here, and it's a great honor to perform here at Darbar Square for all of you. Thank you.
The law of truth and love. I can see that in the midst of death, life persists.
it was a big challenge to be here with you, celebrating Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birthday. And it's so wonderful to share here with you. So I'm all about spreading a message of peace and love through music, through gestures, to respecting each other, to find some bridges. And I think Gandhiji was the best example for all these politicians, that they better put their things into action which really help for future generation, and not just playing political games for short-term re-election. Seems everybody now starting to use a lot the word of peace. Like, it's a good sign in a way, but many times it is like politician talking about peace, and in the same sentence they say, because of our big investment in our army and in our war technology, now we are capable to achieve peace. So it's kind of very paradox, and actually I didn't want to get into politics. We are here to celebrate 150 years of Mahatma Gandhi, and we are broadcasting live through Music for Peace. I believe that music is a universal language which can touch deeply, and without borders, music can spread a message of peace in a unique form.
We come together to mark International Day of Peace. This peace-build ceremony is an annual tradition to underscore the core mission of the United Nations. We ring a bell to help ring out conflict. We sound the call for peace and the day of non-violence. We urge fighters to lay down their arms, and we invite every peace-loving person to engage with friends and neighbors and celebrate the diversity of our human family. We thank Messenger of Peace, Jane Goodall, for joining us. Dr. Goodall, thank you for your tireless efforts on behalf of people, our planet, and all living creatures. One of the best ways to promote harmony is through power of music. I thank two other messengers of peace, Yo-Yo and Midori Goto, for being here, for agreeing to grace us with a performance later this morning. Indeed, there will be a number of musical initiatives around the world today to celebrate the International Day of Peace.
It is a great pleasure and a great honor to be here to mark the 150th anniversary of the birth of Mahatma Gandhi, one of the giants of the 20th century, a global icon of peace and an advocate for the most vulnerable. Gandhiji's vision and philosophy are pillars of the work of the United Nations. Part of his genius lay in his ability to see the interconnectedness and the unity between all things. His political achievements, including leading the movement that ended colonial rule in India, using peace, love, and integrity to prevail. But his vision went far beyond politics to encompass human rights and sustainable development. Gandhi promoted nonviolence not just as a philosophy and a political strategy, but as a means to achieve justice and change. Indeed, many of his ideas foreshadow the holistic thinking behind the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. To take just one example, Gandhi understood the importance of advocacy and action around the issue of sanitation and led campaigns for clean drinking water and hygienic facilities when this issue was still deeply taboo. Gandhi's efforts on behalf of the people of lower caste and those considered untouchables, whom he renamed Harijan, or Children of God, should inspire us in our efforts to leave no one behind and to help those farthest behind first. Gandhi looked at the world from the point of view of the lowliest and the most humble, but is acknowledged as one of the greatest leaders of all time. His values truly transcend borders. Gandhi's enduring legacy is his continued relevance to our thinking and action on a broad sweep of issues, from protecting the environment to promoting justice, from education to inequality. His teaching remains fresh and thought-provoking, including his emphasis on the importance of facing up to the truth with courage. Perhaps Gandhi's most important legacy was in creating a culture of peace, improving the effectiveness of non-violent non-cooperation, and drawing the world's attention to the gap between what we do and what we are capable of doing. Gandhi's ideas drive the work of the United Nations for equality, empowerment, and global citizenship every day. I know they also drive the thinking of many global leaders. I commend those who have decided to pay tribute to Gandhi's legacy by marking this anniversary with a project connected to one of the Sustainable Development Goals, a fitting way to honor this most action-oriented leader. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Government of India for supporting the elimination of single-use plastic at the United Nations and the installation of solar panels and a green roof on top of the conference building. I wish you all a successful and inspiring meeting and the capacity to fully understand and make living in our hearts the thinking and teaching of Gandhi.
International Day of Nonviolence, Mahatma Gandhi's birthday. Welcome, celebrating nonviolence, tolerance, and peace here in this live stream.
Welcome back. I'm Poppy Harlow. Joining me now is Dr. Arun Gandhi, grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, who sent a prolific message of nonviolence and multicultural understanding to the world. Welcome, Doctor. Thanks for joining us today. Is this more a way to reach out to young people who may not know as much about Gandhi as older people?
Yes, I think so, because the younger people are more into music and to modern music, and so it would be appropriate to reach out to them. And the younger people know very little about Gandhi, and so this will be an occasion to teach them something about him and his philosophy.
My first impression of this event was definitely multicultural, sensual, colors, sound, outside of what is normally what you would call a benefit. It was definitely educational, inspirational, and moving. I did not think that I would become emotional, but I did. I became emotional. I almost cried.
The first time it's ever happened on the planet, 30 days of, celebrating 30 days of peace. And on the International Day of Peace, we've had like 200 countries and 3,500 events happening around the world. It was covered on CNN World News. big events at the United Nations, and I think the world came together during these 30 days like no other time in history. I think this evening it's unfolded beautifully. Getting a lot from being here. I know I am.
A good crowd that was here tonight, and I think the message was out there. Dr. Arun Gandhi. I mean, I was moved. I know you were moved, and everybody I talked to just loved what he had to say. But also, in addition to that, I think the music that was here and that was played really portrayed what he was saying, you know, through lyrics and through the instruments.
I think it's great bringing something like this element into a New York vibe, because New Yorkers need this.
Series being held internationally, but the choice of venue for the London event has special significance. Here in the heart of East London, rehearsals are underway for an event with a distinctly international flavour.
Here to London and wanted purposely to stay at Kingsley Hall at the poor people in London.
I'm about ready to introduce Tushar Gandhi. He's calling in from India. So here's an opportunity to hear directly from a family member about Mahatma Gandhi.
Say it again, please. Yeah. In 1930, at the end of the Salt March, Mahatma Gandhi, my great-grandfather, sent out a message to the world, and he said, I want world sympathy in this battle of right. The battle for nonviolence and peace is a battle of right against might, and it can only succeed if everyone who believes in peace and nonviolence all over the world comes together and stands in solidarity against the forces of war and tyranny. And that is the message that we must continuously bring back to the world. And attempts like the Gandhi Tour are what the world requires to remind them that peace and nonviolence are something that are not needed by the human beings themselves, but by the entire world, because otherwise, as Gandhi said, an eye for an eye will only end up making the whole world blind. Thank you very much for being there and spreading this voice of nonviolence and peace and strengthening the cause for which Gandhi and Martin Luther King gave up their lives, and for which Nelson Mandela lives today as the shining icon. Thank you, and may peace be with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You are a part of history. Gandhi has spoken again in Kingsley Hall. We have a word here from Lord Attenborough.
The Gandhi Foundation was established after Richard Attenborough's film in 1982. So we were set up in 1983, and Richard is life president. So in context, I think Richard Attenborough should be seen as the man who reignited the idea of nonviolence and obviously brought Gandhi's life to millions and millions of people around the world. He's now 85, and he's still making films. I called him the other day, and he wrote this. He sent this message for me to read out. I am devastated that production involvement prevents me from joining you today. Nothing can be more important than the advocacy of the principle of nonviolence, and I would wish all concerned every possible success in achieving our magnificent objectives. Richard.
The first thing you must do is to motivate your friends.
I think that when people get together and they think about how to make a better world, then they can change what people expect from the future. And so that's a way of building a future.
Well, I think your own indifference is the biggest problem we face. If you want to rebel against something, rebel against your own indifference, and because it's the way it's the thing that has the world the way it is. You know, we got to get out from under our beds, get out of bed, get out on the street, and march in step together.
me with this opportunity. First, I was reluctant to get involved with it, but then I decided like this would be a great cause, because although Music for Peace is not going to cure cancer or stop the wage of war, but I think the most important thing about Music for Peace is to bridge the gap of the generations, to racially, from class-wise, gender. And so it's about taking the youth from America and letting them know, the youth in South Africa, for example. I think my mission of being here is not so much to come and perform. I can stay back in New York City and perform and go all over the place. My mission here is to kind of like, there's a new revolution going on. This revolution, unlike the past revolution, is not so much where people have to die. It's a revolution through social networking. It's a revolution through artists like me to inspire other artists to want to come to Africa. All these things are the things that's going to inspire these generations of kids to understand there's a future tomorrow where now they have hope. And that's what I bring here. When I started, I was born in America, coming from Haitian descent. People know, I'm sure you heard of what happened in Haiti. It's very devastating. I felt like after what happened, this is my lifetime mission. Whatever I can do to inspire the youth, let them know that get education, we need sustainability economically, we need to bring jobs, we need to bridge the gap, we need to interact with one another, to share ideas, to share different wealth, to share music. Music is what got me here, being inspired to make a better life. And I'm fortunate enough to have accomplished a level of success that most people never even dream of. So it's only right for me to come here and try to share that success and try to bring my knowledge to this forefront right here. I want to thank everyone on this panel. I want to thank Tobias for bringing me here.
From South Africa, where we just had the last footage with Pras Michel from the famous Fugees. And now we are going back to Nepal, where I told you before we made this special video with Mukti and the Revival Band, a famous blues band from Nepal. And we made this after the earthquake. We made this video, and the song was made actually before the earthquake, but the video we did for you after the earthquake to raise some awareness and help some villages and buildings to restore. And still now it's quite much needed in Nepal. Still many families struggling after years just to build up after the earthquake. So yes, it is important to work together, hands in hands, to help each other and bring peace to the world.
हाम्रो साझा नाम छ आफ्नै स्वाभिमान छ हाम्रो एउटै प्रयास एकताको लागि हाम्रो एउटै आवाज अघि बढ्न हाम्रो साझा मञ्चबाट संसारलाई बताऊ सपनाको ठाकी छ हातमा हात मिलाऊ आफ्नो धरतीलाई छातीमा सजाऊ आऊ आज हामी मिलिजुली शान्तिको बिगुली बजाऊ शान्तिको बिगुली बजाऊ धेरै संस्कार भेष हाम्रो प्रकृतिको अनुपम वरदान हाम्रो रगतमा वीरता इतिहासलाई जोगाऊ हाम्रो स्वर्गलाई बिउझाऊ जुटौँ नफुटौँ हामी विचार मात्र होइन व्यवहार लिआऊ शान्तिको उद्घोष गर्दै हाम्रो एकता बढाऊ शान्तिको बिगुली बजाऊ हामी सबै मिली गाऊ हामी सबै मिली हाँसौँ हाम्रो धरतीलाई बचाऊ
Shanti. Yes, Om Shanti Nama Om. It's wonderful to be here with all of you, celebrating the great work and the great philosophic words of Mahatma Gandhi. I was introduced actually first when I was a young boy. My grandfather from my mother's side, a great lawyer and psychiatric doctor, he told me about Mahatma Gandhi. He was himself traveling to like Sri Lanka. He was impressed by this humble man in cotton clothes. And imagine Gandhiji was over 100 years ago. He was very aware about destroying the nature, using too much resources. He was very especially concerned about atomic bomb. There is, I think, some conversation and meeting. It was with Albert Einstein, and they both agreed that the use of atomic bomb is terrible for this planet. How can you defend peace through building more atomic warheads? I just heard the American president's speech on the UN talking about how he believed that nationalism is the best way to keep peace. And he was so proud that he invested a much bigger budget on the US Army. Same in Russia, same also in Europe. We have a lot of tendency of building up military expenses, and that's why we are here. We have to stand up for peace, and we have to listen to our kids, like Greta is doing this climate change strikes, which I think is a wonderful way of bringing back awareness. It's so true. I mean, we have not another planet. Holy balance of this universe. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. I would like to better play some of my song recorded with some kids in Nepal for you.
I just hope that the children will drink the water of tomorrow. I just hope that the trees are growing still in 100 years. I just hope that the mothers will give birth to their own children. I just hope that the atomic bomb never explode again. And I know, there's so much love to give, and I know, that's all we need. And I know, there's so much love to give, and I know, that's all we need, all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need. I just hope that the children will drink the water of tomorrow. I just hope that the trees are growing still in 100 years. I just hope that the mothers give birth to their own children. I just hope that the atomic bomb never explode again. And I know, there's so much love to give, and I know, that's all we need. And I know, there's so much love to give, and I know, that's all we need. I just hope that the children will drink the water of tomorrow. I just hope that the trees are growing still in 100 years. I just hope that the mothers will give birth to their own children. I just hope that the atomic bomb never explode again. And I know, there's so much love to give, and I know, that's all we need. And I know, there's so much love to give, and I know, that's all we need, all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need, all we need.
happiness. War means destruction, killing. Our future very much lies on peace. Peace give meaningful life, happy life. Irrespective of what is our life, but all same way we born, same way we grown up under the care of the human affection. We all same. Then eventually we become a little different here and there. Then at the time of death, we all go same way. Peace means happiness. War means destruction, killing. Peace means happiness. War means destruction, killing.
Here on International Day of Nonviolence, Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, here on Music for Peace live stream, we are very happy that so many people joined in and see from around the world, Sweden, India, Nepal, the US, Europe, and South Africa had some friends, and it's amazing, and it's a nice side of modern technology that people easily can come together for a cause and bring some hope in a world in struggle of finding some common goal, how to live here on this wonderful paradise. It kind of seems we lost it sometimes, but it's here. It's all inside you. If you start to be connected with the nature, the trees, mountains, the ocean, the rivers, and the great mystery of life, how can you miss out on the most important, finding your inner peace? Now from Nepal, Himalaya, we go down to the south of India, where I played with some amazing musicians. And I would like to let you hear first the song Dream Come True.
Dream come true, dream come true, dream come true. Dream come true, dream come true, let the dream come true. Dream come true, dream come true, dream come true. Dream come true, dream come true, let the dream come true. Everybody wanna know where we gonna stay. Everybody wanna know the right way. I just wonder what we're gonna say. Just like the music plays. come true, dream come true, let your dream come true. Dream come true, dream come true, dream come true. Dream come true, dream come true, let your dream come true. Dream come true.
Thank you.
Trust your own way. Trust, just trust. Trust every day. Just trust. Trust every day. Trust, just trust. Trust your own way. Nobody can stop you as long as you follow your own way. Oh no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you the way. Trust, just trust. Trust your own way. Trust, just trust. Trust every day. Just trust, trust your own way. Trust, just trust, trust every day. Trust, just trust, trust your own way. Trust, just trust, trust every day. Nobody can stop you as long as you follow your own way. Oh no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you the way. Oh no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you the way. Oh no, no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you the way. Just trust, trust your own way. Trust, just trust, trust every day. Nobody can stop you as long as you follow your own way. Oh no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you the way. Oh no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you the way. Oh no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you the way. Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya Namah, Om Namah 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 Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya Namah Om Namah 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 Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Om Namah 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 Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah your own way. Trust, just trust, trust every day. Trust, just trust, trust your own way. Trust, just trust, trust every day. Nobody can stop you as long as you follow your own way. Oh no, you don't have to fight. Love will show you.
Just trust. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. And now for the end of this live stream, live broadcast on International Day of Nonviolence, Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birthday, we celebrate tolerance, peace in this world. And now I will share with you the documentary about the launching of the Gandhi Tour, and we went to Pakistan and performed at the International Arts Festival in Lahore, which was amazing. But like example, this documentary is still very actual, because now is the big struggle in Kashmir, where India is blaming Pakistan and Pakistan is blaming India, and they all very full of tension about this 50 years old conflict. Even people are blaming Gandhiji, and people are blaming whoever. And Kashmiri people are in despair of 50 years of struggle, and between the pressure of India, the pressure of Pakistan, and they would like to be independent, and that is both can't play as Pakistan, neither India don't like it. So it's very full of tension there, and it's terrible to hear what the people in India say and people also in Pakistan. And let's hope that these two leaders, presidents of both countries, at least remember Gandhiji's message. And his dream was that there would be a peace between all the religion. Muslim and Hindus was living in India, in the Indus Valley since centuries. So, and there was always some kind maybe struggles, but Gandhiji's vision of a peaceful Indian continent where Muslims and Hindus shared their homeland. And yes, it was very nice having you here on this live stream broadcast from Music for Peace.
Joining me now is Dr. Arun Gandhi, grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, who sent a prolific message of nonviolence and multicultural understanding to the world.
I want to share with you some things that I learned from my grandfather. We have to realize that our security and our happiness is linked to the security and happiness of the rest of the world.
I feel it's very important this time of tension, wars and terrorism to have this kind of event which brings together fusion of cultures, religions
and bring a hope for the future to have a better world.
Pakistan. To most of us living in the Western world, it sounds like a dangerous place, full of religious fanatics and terrorists. Since September 11th, this is the only aspect of the country we've been shown.
When Sufi came to subcontinent, they had Arabian, they used to speak Arabic, and the local languages were different. So they chose music to be the language for preaching, and so Qawwali was evolved, and Islam was preached through Qawwali.
Sufism is commonly known as the mystical part of Islam. When the Sufis came from Arabia to the Indian subcontinent, they used music as a means to unite people who spoke different languages and came from different cultures. In the aftermath of September 11th, organizing the festival has been much more difficult.
Multinationals didn't want to support it. Well, for what happened on September 11th, it is an unfortunate thing that happened, very, very unfortunate. And we just into crossfire situation now.
in this earth. He was a king. We are not meant to kill each other. This is a crime. We are here to respect each other. There's a slave. Where they are going. Life is paradise. Everything is given for free. Life is paradise. Everything here is for free. Save our planet.
It's beautiful to feel how open the Pakistani people are. We tried to find some support of the Swiss government. They said, oh no, this is not possible. Pakistan, this is a terrorist country.
नाज़रीन, इस वक्त हमारे साथ तोबाइस हूपर हैं जो बुनियादी तौर पे स्विट्ज़रलैंड से इनका ताल्लुक़ है और ये सिंगर भी हैं, म्यूज़िशियन भी हैं और स्विट्ज़रलैंड के एक बैंड की यहाँ पे नुमाइंदगी कर रहे हैं। आइए इनसे बात करते हैं। हाय Tobias, you have been performing in your country and now you have performed in Pakistan. What are your feelings after performing here?
My feeling is incredible how open-hearted and open-minded, especially the young generation here in Lahore. I'm very impressed about that.
Okay, what will be your message for the whole of the world after performing here?
My message is a peace message for all continents and every countries and every religion, especially in this planet. It's an honor that we was invited here from the Ravi Peace Festival to represent Switzerland and to bring this message.
Ciao amici di Super Show Hammer TV Channel, siamo qui con Tobias, un grandissimo artista dove sappiamo che ha girato tutto il mondo. Tobias, parlami della tua tournée e di tutti i tuoi progetti.
We are very happy to be releasing and launching the Gandhi Tour and show to the world that there is a possibility and a hope for peace between different religions, different cultures. To play for every children. Thank you very much to be here in our concert.
1906 that my grandfather launched his first major non-violent campaign in South Africa. And so 9/11 this year is the centenary of that event. 100 years of non-violence.
The safest course is to believe in the moral government of the world, and therefore in the supremacy of the moral law, the law of truth and love.
Thank you very much.
So good evening, peacemakers, peace builders. Welcome you all to this wonderful event. My name is Michael Johnson. I represent Pathways to Peace at the United Nations. My role is to help, first of all, expand the International Day of Peace, and also to help organizations come together. The wisdom from the four races will begin a new era of peace on the planet. And I believe that time has come. So Wallace Black Elk that gave us that grand vision, and I believe in this space right now, we have the four colors represented.
of Switzerland. I'm very excited to be here at this very special evening and to learn that a project like the Gandhi Tour has been launched by founder Tobias Huber.
I feel very positive that this music is going to take the message around to young people.